Hey, how's it going, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the 10 best weaponized vehicles in GTA 5 Online. We made a video like this about a year ago. It's the most viewed video I have on my YouTube channel. It's got like 100,000 views. Pretty much going to show you this 10 best weaponized vehicles in the game, and let's hop straight into it. And starting with number 10, guys, we have the Torter. Torter is just pretty much a better version of the Stromberg. It's pretty much better than the Stromberg in about every aspect, honestly. It's faster, the boost is better, the rockets are more accurate, and yeah, it has a rocket boost in the back as well. The Torter is actually a really good vehicle to have. If you guys don't have this vehicle, I would definitely decide to purchase it. It drives underwater and it has a rocket boost and it shoots missiles, and it's honestly kind of reminds me like the Deluxo. However, it just doesn't fly. But the Deluxo also does have a rocket boost, and I don't know, it just vehicle is just, it's a lot of fun to use, and it's really good as well. For like all purpose, if you like to play like GTA like online, like all the missions and the free mode missions for heists or whatever, this is a really good vehicle to have. It's like an all-purpose vehicle. The rocket boost, it recharges really fast too. It charges faster than the Stromberg, so you can kind of fly in it as well. But you guys should definitely get the Stromberg if you haven't gotten it already. And at number 9, guys, I have the Deluxo. The Deluxo is about $4.7 million, very expensive. However, this is a really good vehicle to have for PvP, person versus person battles. The Deluxo's missiles lock on very aggressively. They lock on more, they're more accurate than the average, vehicle with missiles. I think it might be just as accurate as the Vigilante, or the Vigilante might be a little bit better, but besides that, this vehicle has a really good lock-on missiles, very accurate, and you can actually maneuver missiles pretty well, honestly, if you just drop the flying like mode. This vehicle doesn't have like a defense like kind of like the Oppressor does, like the flares and other aircrafts do. However, for some reason, if you just like if you're driving and you're flying and you just drop, you just like go back to normal version where the vehicle just it drops, you can dodge a lot of missiles. Honestly, it's really good to use whenever you're just trying to fight other players, or you're trying to fight like an Oppressor. I mean, I do think the Oppressor obviously will win eventually because they could just spam. But I mean, if you really know how to use this vehicle, you can really cause a lot of damage. And it's honestly, it's the Deluxo, like it's a DeLorean. You guys gotta love the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and it is a really good vehicle to have. And you guys have it. If you guys don't have it or you don't have the money, it's not a bad vehicle to save up for. So next up, guys, I had to put a helicopter in here. So I put the Hunter in here. There is a couple other helicopters that could have been on this. However, I do think the Hunter is probably best if you have a co-pilot with you. Just because you can use your gun, he can use his, and you can just cause a lot of chaos with this. I'm not really a big fan of the helicopters or like the Hunter or anything. I don't really use them very often. It's not really my cup of tea, honestly. I'd rather just drive a jet. But yeah, my buddies who use this sometimes, and they do have a lot of fun with it, and you can cause a lot of chaos and be pretty toxic with it. But yeah, I have it right at number 8. And next up, guys, we have the Night Shark. So the Night Shark is a really like underrated vehicle to have in GTA 5 Online. Not a lot of people don't really drive the car, or if you just see someone driving them, they usually kind of know what they're doing, honestly. Like, this vehicle is really good. It's kind of like the armored Kuruma, just a honestly just a better version. It's actually armored. Like, armored Kuruma is bulletproof, but it's not really armored. The armored Kuruma blows up one explosion. However, the Night Shark is really cheap too. It is about $1.2 million, and that's actually insane for what it really does. It's almost like indestructible. It can take so many explosions. I forgot the number how much it can take, but you can have all your buddies in here, and you guys can just really be really toxic, and kind of be pretty much like bulletproof and kind of indestructible. Like, this is a really good vehicle to have. A lot of people agree with this car. It doesn't have missiles on it. Thank God. If it did have missiles, that would just be even more annoying. But you don't really see this vehicle that often, like I said. But if you do, they usually know what they're doing. But yeah, definitely get the Night Shark. It's a great vehicle. Next up, guys, we have the APC Tank. APC Tank is about $3 million in GTA 5 Online. APC Tank is honestly a really great land vehicle to use to defend yourself against griefers, or just if you're trying to be the griefer yourself. So the great thing about the APC Tank, and what I think it kind of makes better than pretty much most tanks, is that, you know, it has these crazy SAM turrets on it. However, the SAM turrets missiles do run out, but I believe you get like 30 or 40 missiles, and you can spam them so much where they literally, like, it's almost, it make your game lag. Like if you don't have like the best connection, or your friend does or whatever, or even the person you're shooting at, it could really make your game lag, just because like it just, you see, like, it just spams and spams and spams, and eventually you're gonna hit most of your shots. You know, you're gonna miss a couple, but after just spamming so much, you're definitely gonna hit your shots. But the only downside of the vehicle, like I said, they do run out, and that's kind of cool, because if they did it, that'd just be how people would just sit in it like this and just spam and spam and spam until someone finally got them, maybe sniping them with the explosive sniper from a mile away. But if someone's coming at you with a jet, you can definitely get them with this, even with an oppressor, kind of. But this is a really good vehicle to have, honestly. It drives in water as well. It's also a really big plus, and you can customize it, like how silly I have it customized. And it's a personal vehicle, so it makes it that much better. But if you guys don't have the APC tank, definitely get your hands on it. And next up on the list, guys, we have the Avenger. The Avenger is something that is also kind of underrated, but I feel like a lot of people do have, but they don't really use it for the sole purpose of really PvP and just griefing. Like, this vehicle is pretty much indestructible. If you and your friends are in this, and your friend, you know, you can use the gun on the back right there. There's that little tiny turret, or what do you want to call it. That thing is very, very deadly. It's like a one shot, just like a rail gun. Like, it's a straight just one shot blow up if you hit a car. And you know, you can do it while you're flying, and honestly, you can hover above, like, you know, like a pretty populated part of the city, and your friend can literally just snipe people from up there. They'll be so confused where it's coming from. And this thing, believe it or not, takes like 20 or 30 explosions to blow it up. I think an oppressor literally they run out of missiles trying to shoot this thing just in one go. They'll most likely run out, and you guys can probably kill them. But yeah, the Avenger is very, very armored. I think the most armored vehicle in the game, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a great vehicle to have. You guys should use this more for PvPs. And next up on the list, guys, we have the Kanjali Tank. The Kanjali Tank is a tank, honestly. It's really, really good. Why I think the Kanjali Tank is so good, and usually I wouldn't put a tank that's kind of higher up on this list besides like the APC, but I think it's why I think it's better than the APC, and why it's so high on this list is because all of your friends can use some type of weapon. Like, I believe there's 3 weapons on this vehicle. So there's the railgun that I'm using, you know, like the main captain pilot, and then there's the machine turret that's on top of that, you can see right there, right, like beyond the railgun, and the passenger can use that. And then, believe it or not, the third person can use a the war machine that's in the back. A like back piece opens with a little war machine, and you can use those two. So that's 3 guns coming at you. And you know, this vehicle, I forgot how many explosions it could take. I think it's like 4 or 5. It's not the most armored, but the fact that your friends, 3 of your friends, or 4, I think there's 3 guns to be sure, but I know there's at least 3. But 3 of your friends can all use weapons. That's would be a lot of fun. You guys can be very, very toxic in grief. And this is a personal vehicle, and you can customize it too. So you can literally call it in every like 5 minutes. It gets really, really crazy. It's a great vehicle. And next up on the list, guys, we have the Buzzard. The Buzzard is one of those vehicles that everyone has had. It's been in GTA 4, now it's in GTA 5. It's been around for like 20 years. And so the Buzzard is something that's kind of like underappreciated, really. Like, this vehicle is so convenient. Like, if you own this vehicle for CEO missions, one, it's free when you want to call in. There's a 5-minute cooldown on it. You can spawn it pretty much anywhere that has like flat ground, and it spawns instantly. And you know, it can really just, it gets you from point A to point B. It has missiles if you need them. I mean, they're not accurate. Its vehicles aren't really made for like PvP or this fighting. It's kind of made just to get yourself around the map, and it's so useful. Like, this is one of those vehicles that you kind of take for granted, honestly. But if you are like a grinder that does like CEO missions or heist, and you might not have a oppressor at the moment, this is really a go-to to get around the map, and just makes your life so much easier in GTA Online. And next up, guys, we have the laser jet. The laser jet is something that I kind of didn't want to put up here, but when I start to think about like what's the most overpowered thing to use, that someone, you know, if you really know how to use it, you can really like no one can really stop you, honestly. The only thing I can really think of something that could stop the jet is one, another jet, and two, maybe the explosive sniper. However, the chances of someone, how many people in the lobby that have done all the research to get the explosive sniper ammo pack or whatever from the research in the bunker, it's kind of rare. So the only thing they can really take this out, honestly, in my opinion, is maybe like another jet, honestly, or they could spend $1 million to do the gun from the sky thing in your facility. But yeah, the jet still broken. It's been annoying ever since since every GTA really. But this is a really great vehicle to have if PvP, if you're really just a really toxic person, honestly. If you use this jet, I really don't like you. These people are the worst people to play against, especially when they really know how to use them. It's so annoying. Homing launchers don't work. The presser does not work. Nothing really works against the jet besides, honestly, the explosive sniper and another jet. And yeah, anyone in jet knows how to use it. Really can take over a lobby, really make you want to rage quit. But laser jet, it's not really something I really was always into. It's always kind of cheesy to me. But if you really know how to use this, you can cause so much chaos in the game. And at number 1, guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already knew I gonna have their Presser Mark II. So Rockstar tried to patch their Presser Mark II, I believe like a year ago or so, and they try to make it where you have a cooldown where you can't just spawn in immediately through your MC interaction menu. So you have to have like a 5-minute cooldown on it. However, I mean, that's just 5 minutes, and this vehicle is still the best way to get around in the city. If you guys are doing like CEO missions or heist and like the free mode ones, there's a actual job for it, and then there's like a free mode, grab a package and then grab a package in Zancudo and then take it back to the airport in the city. Like, this helps so much. If you were to use a car, like, you're saving like 20 minutes literally just by grabbing it, hopping in your oppressor and just going. Like, you need this vehicle so much in GTA 5 Online. Like, Rockstar makes it where you need this. However, the missiles on it also are pretty good. They're not terrible. And it does run out. However, I mean, there's ways around to beat the 5-minute cooldown timer. But yeah, the Presser Mark II has been broken ever since they added it in the game. They tried to nerf it, and they kind of did, honestly. And you can't players that are on the ground now, they can lock onto the oppressor player that's driving it. So that kind of makes it a little bit better. But this vehicle is still overpowered if you really know how to use it. And but it is a lot of fun to drive. And if you use it just to get around, then you're not a terrible person. And there you guys have it, guys, the 10 best weaponized vehicles in GTA 5 Online. Like I said, we made a video like this a year ago, back when we really didn't have too many subscribers or really get many views. And we made this video and it kind of just blew up, honestly. I think now it's like 115,000 views. It's really cool. But I really appreciate you guys for the support, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.